Now, June is Women's Golf Month. It's an initiative by England Golf with the backing of the Ladies European Tour. And the aim is to halt the decline in female golf membership in this country after more than half of golf clubs reported a decrease in female membership last year.
Super, well done.
There are fewer women and girl golfers as a percentage of those playing the sport here than in many other European countries. It's something the Ladies European Tour wants to address, and with the help of some of their top players, they're backing England Golf's call to make this month Women's Golf Month.
It's really important we change the stereotype of it being a man's sport, which I think it's not anymore. You know, the girls' game is growing and it needs to keep growing. I just think it's really positive. It's a positive thing to do.
In this country, we have a real gender imbalance between men and women playing golf. Actually, one of the lowest percentages in Europe, I'm afraid to say. Only 14% of golfers in the UK are women, compared to more like 40% in most continental European countries. So working together with England Golf and National Golf Month, we've had a real big drive to get girls and women into the game, maybe for the first time.
The event at the Ladies European Tour headquarters in Buckinghamshire provided an opportunity to learn from PGA coaches.
And we're really going to focus on allowing the club on the way down to fire through towards our imaginary target in the middle of the mat.
To hear firsthand from professional players on the tour, with a short game masterclass from top coach Daniel Grieve.
Short game is about finesse, touch and flair.
Days like today are so important. It's great to encourage the girls, just to let them know that golf is a career option for them, that there are girls out there doing it and playing great golf.
What do you say to anyone who was considering starting to play golf?
I think they'd be stupid not to. You know, the amount of people and friends I've met along the way, places that I've been to, courses that I've played, and it's fun. You know, you're out, it's healthy.
And there are further events aimed at increasing the number of women and girls playing golf planned throughout the month. Ian Bolton, Sky Sports.
Well, there you go. You'd be stupid not to. Well, for more on this, we're joined by Ladies European Tour players Georgia Hall and Incy Mehmet. Incy, first of all, you were at Sunday's event.
Yep. How
important is it that we have campaigns like this to encourage more girls and women into golf?
Yeah, I mean, it's very important, especially as a female golfer myself. On Sunday, we had I was part of the short game clinic, where Daniel Grieve, who are both our coaches, he led the clinic, and I think we had about 100 young children attending the event. And you could just see all of them enjoying it. They just want to get involved, learn. And also, I think, for me, I've learned certain things in golf in the past year or two, but they're learning it when they're 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's just a huge benefit, especially to grow the game and hopefully have next generation of golfers being very successful in England, especially in Europe. Yeah.
Absolutely, because what we want to get away from is the sort of idea, the impression that golf is just for men. I mean, It can be quite intimidating for a young woman or a girl to go along to a golf club. Georgia, first of all, how did you get into golf? Was that not the case for you?
When I was 7, my dad took me down to the range, and yeah, there was only about 2 or 3 girls in a group of about 40 children at the time. But for me, it was kind of like a challenge. You know, if I can beat these guys, then it makes me feel better, and it kind of makes me want to improve more. So yeah, for me, it's fine. But I imagine for a lot of younger girls, it's quite intimidating.
Yeah. So the competitive streak in you was coming out already, wasn't it? Yeah. Incy, you started very young, didn't you? Was it 4?
Yeah, I was 4. I took part in lots of different sports. Golf was only one of them, so it wasn't anything special at the time. But as I got older, went to secondary school, I decided I had to commit to one, because I'm quite an obsessive character. I just want to be good at one thing. So then I took up golf, and like you know, Georgia, it's such a competitive, addictive sport. You just want to improve every day and just see where you can go with it.
Now, we'll move on to competitive golf now, and next month is the US Women's Open Championship. 3 Brits have qualified, Kelsey MacDonald, Megan McLaren and Carly Booth as well. How strong is British golf at the moment for women, Georgia?
Oh, I think it's getting bigger and bigger. You know, you've got like Mel Reid, Charlie Hull, Jodie Hewitt-Shadoff, and me and Florentina Parker leading the Solheim Cup rankings. So there could be 5 English players playing in the Solheim Cup, which, you know, I don't think's happened much before. So it's definitely on the high.
You've had a 3rd and 4th placed finish already, haven't you?
Yeah.
How long do we go until you get a title?
Hopefully not too much longer.
Do you feel you've got it in you? Is it coming up soon?
Yeah, of course. I've played well, kind of the final rounds. It's just someone shot 7-8 under the last round, which I can't do much about. But yeah, I'm playing well and had a consistent season last year, so hopefully this year will be the same.
How frustrating is it when you come 3rd? When you have got other people in front of you that you think, oh, just missed?
Yeah, it's like one shot here or there, or a silly 3-foot missed putt. But, you know, I like to stay patient, and if I just keep producing good rounds and good tournaments, then I'm happy. Yeah,
you've still got time on your side, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Incy, it's your first season on tour. You're a rookie. How have you been finding it? Is it quite tough?
It's been definitely enjoyable. We had the Moroccan and the Spanish Open back to back. So as a rookie, it was a great opportunity to play 2 tournaments in 2 weeks. And I think as an amateur, you also know a lot of people. So when you turn professional, it's not too much of a shock, because George and I, we used to play England golf together. I think we roomed once as well.
Yeah.
So you just move into a different atmosphere, but at the same time, it doesn't feel too different. You just feel welcomed and just do what you do, I guess.
You mentioned the Solheim Cup. It is fast approaching, isn't it, in Iowa as well?
Yeah.
After losing last time round, I think Europe's going to be itching to claim that cup back. At the moment, looking at the rankings, you're in with a very strong chance of being on that team.
Yeah.
How important would it be for you, and how much do you want to be on that team?
When I was reviewing my goals for this year, that was my kind of only aim, really, to get in the Solheim Cup. Since I was about 10, that's kind of all I wanted, you know, to play in that team. I was lucky enough to actually go and play the golf course a few weeks ago with some of the other team that might be in it. So yeah, I had a good look at it, and no, it looks good. It should be an exciting week.
But also the feeling and the sort of bonding together as well. Is that something that you want?
Oh yeah, I enjoy that so much. We don't get that a lot, hardly ever. There's hardly no team events. So when you get to play for Europe, you know, and play, you know, foursomes or 4-ball, which it is for the first 2 days, and then all 12 of you go out in singles, you know, fighting for the trophy. I think, you know, hopefully I want to, you know, really want to be in it, but we'll see.
And finally, both of you, you've played other sports as well, and I think you both played football. What transferable skills are there from football to golf?
I think, well, firstly, you've got the competitiveness. And I think, for me personally, I think George is the same. In football, obviously, it's quite a male-dominant sport, so when we play golf, I found it quite comfortable to play golf with the boys and just do some trick shots around the chipping green and just really get stuck in. But I can really imagine how difficult it will be for younger girls who maybe aren't like that. So I think it's so important to really grow the game and get more females involved. Yeah.
And I know you're a Bournemouth fan.
Yeah.
And they've done so well this season, 9th.
Yes.
You need to keep hold of Eddie Howe, but you're apparently going to be playing golf with some of the
I know,
team.
Hopefully, yeah, in a couple of months. A few of them think that they don't need a lesson from me. They think that they're good enough. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, they've done great this year and this season. So hopefully, yeah, even better next year.
I think we need to send a camera along to that to find out who plays better, don't we? Okay. Incy and Georgia, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. Thank you.